Okay guys, so right now I'm going to show you this new update I found. This basically a mod on this website moddb.com, and it's called General's 0 Hour Continue, and this is version 2.51. And as you can see here from the preview screen, they've basically gone in and updated units, created a few new units, created actually a new general for each group, and kind of changed some of the gameplay around. So basically you'd come here, download it, and it downloads into this folder, this continue 251 zip, which contains these patches, directions, and data folder. So basically what was neat about this was I was able to download it and create a whole new folder. So as we know, we all go into our Origin games, and you go into Command & Conquer General 0 Hour, and then you go into 0 Hour. So what I did was I took that 0 Hour folder and I copied it right back here into the Origin games folder, and then I called it General 0 Hour Continue. So once that was copied, then what I did was I opened it up and I took all of these files basically like this and dragged and copied them into here. It churns for a couple seconds and then says, do you want to replace all these? And I said yes, because this isn't my game. Then what I did was I took, so you scroll through here and you find the general's application icon, and drag that to your desktop and create a shortcut for it that, and I called continues 2.51. So now I will get into the game and show you how the game is. So the advantage to it is, as you can see, it starts up with that screen. So basically I have this and the original game running without a problem. The only difference was this version, when I did it, you have to make sure you delete the 1.06 patch, and it can only have the 1.04. So as you can see, some new graphics. They've updated it. They give you some better options. I've changed some of the option files, but they give you a ton more resolution choices. They've given some replay stuff, scroll anchors, just a few other things. Like I said, a few extras that way. So I've already got a game that I played to kind of show some of these things. Solo play, if I remember, doesn't work, but we care about it for multiplayer. So as I go in, same way as always, and if you want to create a game and play, which is what I did, this is what I did. So I will just create a game. So the way that things happened here was obviously random. Then they took the original, and these are the commander-in-chief. So General Ironside, Tigress, GLA is Momar, Deathstrike, and then we have for for USA we have Super Weapons, Laser, Air Force, and they've added Land Force, which is using Land Army. Then for China you have Tank, Infantry, Nuke, Flame, which is the new one, and GLA, Toxin, Demolition, Stealth, and Junk Salvage, which scavenges weapons. And then obviously there is the Observer. So now we will go back one more and we will load our replay. And so in this one I did our tournament archipelago because I knew that the game would not work for most of the computers, and so I would be able to build. So as you can see, we have the USA tank, we have the demolitions, we have the scrap general, we have the other ones were all the commander-in-chief. So game starts out normal, run-of-the-mill stuff. Let's go scroll through. As you can see, in most of these They're all pretty much the same things going on. Nothing doesn't look like much new. Graphics are a little better. You can see that's kind of cool. Here is the USA up here. So as you can see, they changed. So USA, oh that's right, so this is the tank. So the tank has supply trucks running their supplies, kind of like Chinese. Ours over here, Commander-in-Chief, had the normal regular ones, and these guys were all kind of the same old. So first building that was kind of new was this guy, which is the detention camp. So you can build out of here POW trucks that can capture guys. You can fill it with infantry. Infantry have several different upgrades. Let's see, I can select a ranger here. You can build up body armor, more shielding. They can have rubber bullets, which allows them to knock people out, and then you can capture them for money. Then this is probably one of the neater ones. This right here is a portable power truck, generating truck. So instead of having to build power stations, you can also build these guys and then move them around the board as you feel fit. The infantry, the only other option that there was that was kind of cool was there are like Navy SEALs or scuba guys, which I'll show you a little later on, that they swim. So let's just fast forward a little bit. So this guy, oh yep, I was just taking over, so they do the same kinds of things. These guys, and I believe green was demolitions. So far they were one of the few that, yeah, they were the salvage. They were able to build defenses. Nobody else seemed to be able to build anything. I was sending that guy up there. He didn't really do anything. Let's fast forward a little bit more. Oh yeah, so this was, I was able to build a car that was a scrap general that you could do. Couldn't quite get it to blow up, so I wasn't sure what was going on with that. As I took over this, as you can see, GLA has these guys that they create are zeros, and these are the helicopters, which are the toxin spray planes, which can spray and shoot. And then there was also the balloon, which I forget exactly what power that had. But so that was kind of a new twist to GLA. Let's see here. Alright, let's see here. What do I got going on here? At some point here. Oh, here is the new Mobile Patriot missile system. As you saw, they're not quite as strong, but they do a lot of rather quick damage. Let's fast forward again. Alright, so there we were running out of power, so I was able to build a bunch of these power trucks, and as you can see here, my power became very quick, and I don't believe they were quite as costly, and obviously I could move them anywhere I wanted to. Here we have the Comanche, which was a little different look, or Apache now instead of the Comanche, but again it had most of the same abilities. This was stealth, and so on and so forth. Yeah, that's the toxin copter hanging out there. Let's see. Alright, so here's this. So first they're shooting, so I unload the guys, then I tell them to use the rubber bullets. And as you can see, he takes them out a couple notches, and then they go and surrender, and they don't actually die. And then when you see the bus run them over, it will pick them up, and they will actually get money for each of those. So I sent him back, but I don't remember if he did anything when I got back there. So, you know, same old abilities, trying to do what we could. USA had the particle cannon, like we did before. So there was a Scorpion tank. Eventually I'll show you. Oh yeah, this was able to build a ancient cannon, but I never got to see it blow anything up. Then this group is demolitions. They have new Scorpion tanks, quad cannons, demo guys, rebels. So they were pretty much similar. Let's see what's. Oh yeah, so here's another. So there was Apaches and Comanches, and then there's also a helicopter here that is like a supply copter. I forget what they call it, kind of like a Black Hawk almost. But same planes. Here are the scuba guys, the SEALs, so you can send them over and they can swim. So that was kind of a neat little trick. So especially on this map, it makes it very interesting, because now you got to worry about not only air and water. And I believe there is naval options. I just never got that far, or I don't remember if it's a particular army that does it. But there is stuff that can be done on the naval side of things. I do remember reading that. Let's see here. So yeah, the USA, at least on this level, had those Patriot missiles. Let's see here. So yeah, the Patriot missile trucks. You still had the Tomahawk launchers. Then these guys, I don't remember having anything built yet. Oh yeah, so then here you have the salvage at armed trucks. You have your Scorpions. You have your toxin tanks. And then this was the giant Bakonur launcher, or however you say it. So that's pretty cool. We will get to see that momentarily here as I build a little bit and kill a few things. Alright, so now we have troops. Alright, and here they go. So you can watch that. It's got quite a range. And oh, that's right, they were killing up there. So you can see significant damage. Then the Tomahawks, and there are the launchers, which just do some pretty serious quick work on things. Yeah, Colonel Burton was still there. I don't think I built anymore. So yeah, so GLA had air. That was kind of one of the bigger things. This was a prober, which I do not remember where or how I got him, but he's obviously cloaked. Didn't do anything, but could get in there and look at stuff. As you can see, these guys have some pretty significant damage again. The UN tank, or USA tank, you can see has the Crusaders, and they have normal Humvees, and then they had a HIMARS rocket launcher, which I did not get to see in action. But I do know these Patriot missiles did have some satellite upgrades for further view around them. So that was pretty cool. Oh yeah, like I said, the bombing runs and things like that were still, a lot of the general upgrades were still the same. So here we have some soldiers I dropped in, a carpet bomb. Obviously they get run over by tanks. And then yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So you can kind of watch these guys come in here. Now you got to be careful, because some of the stuff will kill each other. Because I forget whatever here, you'll notice I end up killing some of my Tomahawks. Possibly it was because of that. which, as you can see, has a pretty sizable range. No, actually, it doesn't look like I get it to attack at the moment. Up a little bit. Okay, so there it goes. So they're all going. So then he shoots, and unfortunately it kills everybody because of the toxin, and they're double promoted and things like that. So yeah, so that was pretty much it. Ran through that. Same kind of game, same play, but pretty cool. So yeah, so that was that new game version. Like I said, it was pretty easy to set up and test. I can definitely give anybody more information. Maybe we'll have to try it and play sometime, because it doesn't seem like it'll have any issues whatsoever, because we can all have two versions on our machines. Alright, talk to you all later.